Evidently, I forgot the microphone. What's going on, everyone? Let's clean up this green screen a little bit here because we all know why. Because I need a clean green screen because we all know for the simple reason. I'm Batman. I am Batman. There we go. Look. Now you see me. Say, watch this. I'm a superhero. Now you don't see me. I'm Batman. I am Batman. What's going on, everyone? I am Vengeance Said. The Arkham games are peak Batman. You know what? I did like the Arkham games on PlayStation. I got the PlayStation Pro. I don't have the new PlayStation. Do you like Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight? And then you got to smack the Joker right in the teeth. Good ending. Good end. I'm not late. I'm on time. Maybe you're late. Did you ever think of that? Did you ever think of that? What's going on, everyone? It's Friday night. Just got paid. Well, I don't have a job, so really, I guess I didn't get paid. Hope everyone's having a good night. I had a great day. Was out on the bike all day long. Oh, and I mean all day long. It was good. It was fun. But you know what we got a problem is? We got the Giants. Yes, I do Dance with Devil in the Pale Moonlight. That's a great scene in that movie too. But Malik Willis has moved up in the top 8 of the. He has. I have not been following the Malik Willis watch like I probably should, because I do love me some Malik Willis. Malik Willis. I'm not even going to say it anymore. He's going to be a Giant. He needs to be a Giant. He has to be a Giant. I can't get this seat on, man. This is a long day, man. This is a long day. All right, we got the Saints coming back in the dome for the first time. Who thinks we got that one down? Let's see. It said the Giants. Let's see. NYPD said the Giants don't like any quarterbacks. How would you feel about playing a new quarterback in 20? I'll play a quarterback anywhere. I'm ready to play quarterback. I'm ready to play quarterback. I want to play quarterback. How can you not like it? You know what? There are warts in the quarterbacks coming up in this draft. And I don't want to get in the draft right now, but there are warts in the quarterbacks in this draft. But if you think Trey Lance was special, listen to this guy. I'm Batman. Malik Willis is even going to be better. And I think he's going to be more pro ready by the end of the day. And I think more pro ready in regards to certain systems. I don't think he's going to be the prototypical drop back passer that we all hope. I keep banging in stuff today. I don't think he's going to be that prototypical drop back passer. So, but you know what? We've said it before.
This town needs an enema.
We need to just flush it all out. We got to get this dumpster fire over, man, because it has been a dumpster fire. I think we all know that. I think we do. He's getting first overall pick hype. Yeah, you know what? He's actually, Malik Willis has been rocketing up to, even before, I know he was in the top 8, but I noticed that some of the projections even before the season was that he may be in the top 15. I'm very interested that he'd be in the top 8. Oh, like sports, what's up? What's up? Daniel Jones will throw 5 touchdowns on Saturday. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, but watch Jameis Winston throw 6. It's going to be who we get with Winston. Is it going to be Tampa Winston that never knew when to throw the ball away? Or is it going to be week 1 Winston? You don't know. And then you got Taysom Hill, man. I mean, they have a combination in New Orleans that could potentially be destructive. And I think they will be destructive. Giants. We'll talk about that in a little bit. What do we see here? Put Bad Dog in. Come on. I got a better arm than Bad Dog. I know it. I can tell. Because I know I'm only slightly older than him, but I probably throw more beer cans. No, I mean the Giants tanking for. No, I don't want to tank for. We're already gonna tank in 2022. I love it though. Let's not worry about tanking in 2021. Let's tank in 2022. We might. I think when you have 0 cap space and 33 players under contract, when you're supposed to have 53, I don't think that's called tanking. I think that's called the Giants reality. Let's say wing and a prayer. Just feel like singing tonight. One lonely beastie I be, all by myself without nobody. The sun is beating down on my baseball cap. Beer's getting warm. My beer's getting flat. I think a new GM from Baltimore would take. If he came over from Baltimore, why wouldn't he? Zachary, thank you again for the super chat. And all super chats, as we know, go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. We had a really good donation last month. I was very excited about that. So you know what? I appreciate everyone that contributes. I think one month I would like to donate like $1,000. We donated in the hundreds because we don't do a lot of streams. We started doing more streams, but we donated a couple hundreds. Last month was actually our biggest month. We donated almost $400, which I thought was great. The kids need it. The kids need it, guys. Dig down. Do it for the kids, man. All I got to say is if they put a quarterback, you're throwing 4,056 touchdowns and yeah, okay. All I got to say is if they put you at, well, if they put me at quarterback, well, I'm Batman. We all know that. You should see me on the new Hog, man. I am Batman. I love it because they have a helmet. I don't know if I could show it on the hold on. I have to see if they have this though, because just indulge me for a second, because I am Batman. So I don't know if you could see it, but it is literally a Batman helmet. Okay. I'm going to be Batman. I am going to be Batman. Oh, God, Zachary. Track coach Joe Judge's challenge a false. Oh, you know what, Zachary? I love that you call Joe Judge the track coach. That just cracks me up. And it cracks me up every time you put it in the comments. It's one of those things I always tell people, that's probably never going to get old. That's probably not going to get old for a while. What's going on, Frank? How you doing? What's going on? Welcome. Malik Willis is skyrocketing up a lot of draft boards. Yes, I know, because all the draftniks watch and listen to Online Big Blue Sports. We all knew that. Everyone steals from me.
Warning, sarcasm.
Sorry. What did Boomer say? Boomer on FAN said today he doesn't understand why everyone's so impressed by Jones because he's in his third year, and while he cut down his turnovers, he's playing like a game. Yeah, I didn't know that because I don't listen to Boomer in the morning. I didn't know that. Yeah, he's not wrong. He is the ultimate. He's right now the ultimate game manager, and I loved it because someone sent me a video. I think it was the Washington game where Daniel Jones checked out of the play, and he went for a short pass, and you could see Jason Garrett on the sideline like, what? Because I guess he wasn't reading the coverage properly. I'll throw that out there. Madden doesn't count. Madden doesn't count? I'm a pro at Madden, guys. I was a Madden tester for two years. And I promoted NFL Street too. I've worn many hats in my life. I think the Saints defense may light up Jones. They're really, you know what's funny about the Saints defense? I don't think the Saints secondary, and what's his name? Malcolm Jenkins is there. I don't think their secondary gets enough credit. And I think with the depletion of our wide receivers and the potential of Kadarius Toney opening up into a larger role, we have to hope Colin Johnson is somewhere around. I really think there's going to be. I do think in some ways there is a matchup issue, especially in the secondary. 2022. Yes, we're jumping from 2021 right to 2023 when we have cap space. It'll be great. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I talk about cap space. He doesn't know anything. He's a moron. Then other people talk about cap space. It's like, oh my God, we never heard about this before. Yeah, I've been talking about it for 6 months. Boomer said that you can see Jones not playing aggressively enough, that Jason Garrett's getting way more. Wow, I got to really listen to that. I didn't know that because he's not wrong. And that's why I did the video about Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett is getting ripped. And a lot of it, I think, is the quarterback not taking the shot. And I always go back, and I hate keep doing it, but I go back to that Kurt Warner film. Single coverage, both sidelines, multiple plays, and he checked it down. That looks like a kid that's afraid to play. Zachary's a false start on Tuesday. Come on, be nice to Zachary. Be nice. Be nice. Crying over you. Let's see. I'm surprised Danny hasn't thrown a pick. He's already thrown a pick. He's already thrown a pick today. He also fumbled twice. Because he's not Batman. It's funny that I wrote a comment on Denver recap, and it's funny when I wrote the comment on the Denver recap, I was mad. Really? What were you mad about? What are you mad about? Let's see. In the comments, do you want to really accept earlier? They're all acting like they're smarter than Boomer. Yeah, you know what? I always love that because, like I said, I love people that never played the game at any level try to tell me about things about the game. I listen to people like Kurt Warner. I listen to people like Boomer, right or wrong, good or bad or indifferent. What's going on, my friend? What are your thoughts on the red zone failures and a lack of execution? 1 for 3 and almost. You know what the problem is? Daniel Jones is a quarterback right now. He's a quarterback between the 20s. And that was the same thing last year. He's fine between the 20. And that's why I always laughed. And I said it last week. Let's make sure we don't get into the 20. Let's score from the 21. Because I think that's what's going to happen. I sometimes think it's play calling, but I also think that it is the execution from the quarterback himself. He just doesn't. I'm not bashing on Daniel Jones, but he just doesn't have the ability at times to process what he's seeing in regards to the defense and make those necessary adjustments. Like I said, we don't seem to make halftime adjustments anymore on the offense. No defense right now either. But for some unknown reason, all the coordinators are going to get blamed, but not the quarterback. Hell no. What's up, Jay? What you doing, my friend? Everything's awesome. What do we got here? Oh, let's see. Jones might be the track coach, trying to be a football coach, but who would hire him? You know what? Dave Gettleman will hire him. Dave Gettleman will probably get a job at the Sister Mary of the Poor, and he'll hire Joe Judge as the track coach. I was going to say he was going to hire him something else, but I'm not going to say it because that would have been sacrilegious. Watching Garrett go through different teams, the better quarterback and coordinator, the best offense in the league. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I laugh about that because I think that too, because there have been times that Garrett has drawn up and there's been lack of execution, some brilliant plays. You take a look at the drop against the Eagle game, and that was a brilliant play. That entire offense, even though we only scored 17 points in against Seattle, but that was a beautifully executed game plan. Beautifully executed on both sides of the ball. Where the hell is Carter Coughlin? Do I have to do a video with him on a milk carton? Where'd he go? He is supposed to be the next great linebacker, 7th round draft choice, because all 7th round draft choices are the next great linebacker. And where did he go? Where is he gone? He showed some promise. Wasn't Eli a game manager? No, Eli in the beginning of his career was a gunslinger. And that was to the detriment of Kevin Gilbride. A lot of Eli's interceptions in the early part of his career, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it, was because of the fact that he was always throwing deep. And Eli used to have a great deep pass. You watch Trevor Lawrence, man. Trevor Lawrence has got it just comes the way that ball comes off his hand. I mean, the spiral, it's just amazing. Wrong with Eli, he used to throw ducks. Johnson and Jones. That's a combination, man. That's a combination. We don't want to get the ball to the $72 million man. We want to get to the guy making $150,000. What's on, Cheeto? What's going on? When are the Giants finally going to turn this crap around? It's beyond frustrating. That's why we do these streams, man. It's beyond frustrating, but I don't have a feeling about the Saint game. I really don't, because, and I was hoping they would try to turn around this week, but yet the Saints coming back to the Dome after everything went on with the hurricane and them being displaced in the city, that stadium's going to be electric. And if you like talking about Seattle and the 12th man in Seattle, it's going to be the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th man with the Saints. Judge was more focused on running laps than actually, did you know? You know what the problem with the laps is? And I jokingly said this to Bad Dog, and it was sarcasm when I asked him, do you think the laps cause these people to have all these hamstring issues? I think it's the lack of practice that causes all these hamstring issues. Do you think the Giants will play more man? You know what the problem with Jameis Winston is? If he is on, I don't think we want to go into man coverage because I think he'll pick us apart. I think you're going to be safer going with some semblance of the soft shell zone. I also think you may want to go do like a Tampa too. I know we have that in our repartee. Daniel Jones is going to get picked 3 picks next games. He won't be. You know what, Said, you've actually pointed that out. Daniel Jones in that Washington game, there was at least 3 interceptions I could count on that he should have had, potentially 5. And last week there was probably 2 that should have been. So, but you know what? If they don't happen, they don't happen. So, I mean, my theory is get them all. If you're going to get them, if you're going to do them, get them all out of one way. Get them out of one game. See, look, better arm than Bad Dog. Look at that. Just throwing that out there, literally. Jones and Johnson have some type of connection. They showed that last week. Johnson was cooking the corners and safeties. Johnson's actually, most of his catches were in the middle of the field. You see? Yes. So, I mean, I don't know. I'd rather have Kenny Galladay. I went Kenny. Let's see here. As much as I want us to win, realistically, how bad do you think that we will? I think they're going to keep it close. I think we'll keep it close. I haven't even done a score yet. And we are going to do the score contest because nobody won the score contest last week. We will be giving away the New York Giants replica Super Bowl ring from 2007 Eli Manning. We'll do that later. We'll do it in the last 15 minutes. I mean, I think they'll keep it close. And then I think that if it's good Jameis, I think it'll be 35-17. If it's bad Jameis, I think we'll lose something like 23-19 or something like that. Do you think is wrong for Kenny? What do you think? I don't. Here's the problem. I don't think. And again, I hate going back to the Kurt Warner film. I don't think he's okay. One thing we said about Eli Manning and Odell Beckham was very simply, he singularly focused at times feeding the ball to Beckham to the point where it was ad nauseum. The only problem is you had a generational talent with OBJ, so you could do that. You can't do that with Kenny. Kenny's also not Plex. Kenny is a guy that's going to get up with more contested passes, but he's not going to have that complete breakaway from the DB unless it's some type of blown coverage. So I think they just need to work on. I'm not saying he's a possession receiver, but when your repartee is actually taking the ball away from the defensive back, you're not going to be that guy. I don't know what it is to me, but it seems like Jones doesn't have it. Can't trust him no, you can't. And I've said this a million times. I'm going to say it again. 2 minutes left. Giants down by 3 or 4. Daniel Jones gets the ball. His face literally looks like he's a kid that has just lost his parents at an amusement park. Eli just, and everyone says he all shucks in Eli face, but Eli, you walked down the field. And that's the thing. There was an it. You were like, okay, this could happen. Eli, you always felt like Eli was going to do something. 99% of the time he did. He could, and that's the thing about Eli. Eli could suck all game long. You get him in the final 2 minutes with the game on the line, he's Joe Namath. Well, I should say Joe Montana. Joe Namath probably would have thrown an interception. Just fire Garrett so the fans can find. And I think, you know what? I think that's actually a very interesting issue. If we fire him and we go to Freddie Kitchens, if we fire him, first of all, they're not going to change any of the offensive philosophy. And I don't think it's going to make Daniel Jones any more aggressive. But if they did fire him and it points out to be not him, no one's going to apologize. 0-4. Yeah, I see that. A-Rod can win with 40 seconds left. I don't see Jones. I don't see Jones ever doing that either. I don't see him ever doing that. Well, he might, maybe. Urban Meyer's slowly learning that you can run. I know. How long have I been screaming that now, guys? For 2 weeks? You can run the ball, Urban. It's okay. It's allowed in this league. It's okay. We allow you to run the ball in the NFL. It's great. This isn't college, but you got to stop with the read option. You're going to get your quarterback killed. One of my friends says Garrett's a problem. They had a bad offense. So I'm like, top 10 bad offense. Yeah, good point. So Golden Tate apparently said that he thinks that the practices are too grueling, and Judge responded by I think, this isn't the first time we've heard about the practices. It's not. So, sometimes where there's smoke, there's more smoke than a lot of fire. Daniel Jones is the chosen one. You guys need to have faith in him. Yes, we do. Wait, you know what I need? I need angelic music for when I talk about Daniel Jones. Like, when we say we have Daniel Jones, we got to go, oh, that's what we need. That's what we need. But we all know what problem this is. Jason Garrett, scapegoat. We know who the problem is. The Giants are winning the game. 2 weeks out, the offense was good. Our defense was decent. Week 4, both wake up. So that's how we're gonna play this guy. I like this. And then what happens in week 5? Joe Judge learns how to coach. Just throwing it out there. Saints game equals Katrina game back when the Steve Gleason. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking about, Zachary. That's exactly what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about that it's going to be, you got these guys coming back in, and it's going to be, it's good. The dome is going to be rocking, man. We will win by a field goal. Hello. What's going on, my friend? How you doing today? I'm doing well. Let's see. The first loss I watched at a Giant game, the game was the Saints in the Dome in 2009. That was not a fun game to watch. I actually remember that game. I remember that. They need to force the ball. Yes, because Tony has proven that he has the ability to be a focal point in this offense. Let's see here. Jones believes in Johnson more. Yeah, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say he doesn't. And that's the sad part. And it's funny though because Colin Johnson just came in, and it was like it was crazy. I mean, it was. You would think they had this connection for like years. I thought he went to Duke for a minute. Uh-oh, here he is. Here he is.
He's the king. He's the king of the almost catch.
Too bad it's not an almost catch. Too bad that's a fumble. Fumble life. Fumble Ruski. How you doing, Evan Ingram? Welcome. Jones believe in more than John. He does. He does. Evan, are you getting 100? Yeah, Evan's getting 100. Yeah, you expect DJ to smile? Sure, if he wants to smile. It's okay. You can smile. It's all good. Let's see. Did anyone see the Bengals game yesterday? The it factor is Joe Burrow had. With his team down, he locked into the zone and started making incredible throws. Yeah, he did. I thought that after that first half, I thought also you got to give a little bit more of a turnaround for the Bengals defense too. But yeah, Burrows was a standout, man. I mean, yeah, if you want to look at the it factor, yeah, that is a number one overall pick. Offense played absolutely terrible against the Falcons. We scored 14 points against the worst defense of football. Yeah, but then I would like to debate that, but I can't. Evan Ingram, why did you fans boo you when DJ threw a trash apology? It was not a good throw. It was, but it is as a Pro Bowl caliber tight end, you should make that catch. You should. It's a combination of Judge and Garrett. I do think a lot of the offensive philosophy is a combination of Judge and Garrett because I've said it a million times. Jason Garrett is working off the offensive philosophy of Joe Judge. But you also as a quarterback need to release it. And, you gotta grip it and rip it. It's like, yeah, Joe Burrows is a winner. Come on, DJ is our savior, man. He's our guy. Come on, we love him here. I didn't even buy that one. Let's see here. Why do you think Dale Jones protectors never remember the drop? Yeah, they do. They always seem to forget about those things. You're right, Alex. They do forget about those things quite extensively. Evan Ingram. What do we got here, Evan? Just because the fans hate me, they always flip flop. 1 second calling me trash, another second begging for me to don't. Kyle Rudolph is washed up. Let's just say it. Can we just say it here on the channel? Kyle Rudolph is washed up. And I've said this, and I'm going to talk about Evan Ingram because Evan Ingram is right here. Because everyone's like, we need to trade him. We got a 7th round draft choice for him. No. You build him up. You get him his stats. You let him walk. And your compensatory pick is going to be greater than a 7th round draft choice. He's worth more to the team now than he is for a 7th round draft choice in 2022. That sounds smart. I know you mentioned that, and I'm like, that never happened. Yeah. You don't want to talk about that. Not trading. Trade me away. This team stinks. Maybe you stink. Did you ever think about that? That's. I know it stinks here. Hold on, wait a minute. You got to do it. If you're gonna stink, you got to do this because this is what it is.
10 years to come to my house. What's the matter? You don't like my house? My house stink. That's right. It stinks.
That's right, Evan. You summed it up. I need to employ the left tackle option, the LT option, or the left tackle option. We're just going to blow everything up. Don't smoke crack. Not sure what you mean. Let's see here. Here's the scouting report. The scouting report on Tony literally says he probably won't start until year 2. All the people crying for Tony to realize he's a project. Yes, he is a project, and I've said it before. If you read a lot of his scouting reports, first thing they say about his route running is he's unique. That's not a good way to start by being called unique. I think Gettleman's going to be I don't think Gettleman's going to be a GM anywhere next year. I think what might happen is I think Gettleman might be sitting next year in the chair next to me. I think it's going to be Blue and the Getty next year on the channel. Do you think Judge will start to lose the locker room if he has? I think there's already cracks in the facade. When you have 2 wide receivers talking, one is your $72 million man and one is your 1st round draft choice, that's a problem. That is a problem. Tony still doesn't know the playbook, but he's dropping a hip hop album soon. He asked if you. I always want to drop. I'm going to drop a hip hop album. I'm going to do old school hip hop though. And I came out and I did a video, and I got, I love when people blast me because I did a video because I talked to someone that's around East Rutherford, and they said that Tony doesn't know the playbook. Tony is not participating well in practice. He's not ready to be on the field. And then I love it because people are like, you and your sources are so dumb. And then like 2 days later, Jason Garrett came out and said, well, Tony right now needs to work his way onto the field. ECK. What if we get picks 1 and 2? If we get picks 1 and 2 overall and Gettleman's a GM, he'll screw it up. He'll trade them for 2 7th-round draft choices and maybe Dwayne Haskins. Finally, someone who believes in me. We all believe in you, Evan. We all do. Deion Jones needs a chain or a haircut to give him confidence. The coaches ruined his confidence. I think, you know what, you might be right a little bit in there. I think there might be a little bit of them in his ear going, hey, don't screw up. But I think in some ways you're right. He needs something though. He needs something, maybe a haircut. Yeah, Kyle should retire. Yeah, Kyle should retire. I agree. Every quarterback has dropped INTs. Yeah, but Daniel Jones had a lot of them. I think if we get the first, second pick, we better trade back and get more first-round picks than draft 2 linemen, unless there's a generational guy like Saquon Barkley. Mr. Lewis, what's going on, my friend? Today was a great day. My son was born. Congratulations. All right, let's give a shout out to Mr. Lewis. Congratulations. 10:31 a.m., 7 pound 9. That is an exciting day. Is this your first, or is this the second or third? Because I know the first one, man. The first one is that's the one everything's just going on in your mind. And then when you get to strap the kid in the car seat and take him home, I remember the first, I don't know. We got out of the hospital and I had to go get the car. And my wife is standing there outside with the car seat because it's one of those detachable ones. And I remember we were putting the car seat in, and I was like, who the hell's letting us take a kid home? What the hell were they thinking? Congratulations, Mr. Lewis. I am so excited for you. Everyone go out and buy a car from RPM Auto right now. Let's get off this trash team and make my second straight. We're going to start out the big congratulations to Mr. Lewis. I am so happy for you, my friend. I really am. What's the name? I know it. Wait. Daniel Jones Lewis. Oh, come on. Oh, that's so fantastic. That is so fantastic. Oh, there we go. I mean, I'm ecstatic for you, Mr. Lewis. I'm so happy for you. Two thumbs up. Evan Ingram, can you get back to 2019 way by yourself? Can we build a time machine for him? Can we build a time machine? Oops, let me get in this one first. Sending opponents in the late 9 games. Oh, you're the one at LT with the hookers. You know what used to be funny because they used to say that LT used to allegedly send hookers to the visiting hotels, and then the allegedly disappeared over the years after he left the league. Giants' only rival receiver Sterling Shepard, and now that he's got a hamstring, but that doesn't play well for Kenny. And KT better have an impact on the game, because if he doesn't have an impact on the game, it's just going to be terrible, man. It's just going to go downhill. Judge, I think the Judge is losing the locker room a little. You can't be the disciplinarian and then all of a sudden not start losing the locker room when you're 0-3 and you started 0-5. You can't. And someone succinctly put it out, the fact that we've lost all the preseason games. So technically we're 0-6. We could use some of the money we used on Rudolph Jackson and put that again and re-sign. Yeah, I said that. You know what? All you had to do is not sign Austin Johnson and not sign Danny Shelton, and we had the money. But that's okay. That's all right. We're not going to be sad. Oh, don't say that. I saw that. Don't say that. We're not taking Spencer Rattler. We're taking Malik Willis. We are taking Malik Willis. I am making this happen. I will do a Malik Willis after if we suck and Malik is still on the schedule. Now Malik did have he didn't have a bad. He had a good game against the Orangemen, but he got stopped in that 4th and 1. But I will do a show every day about Malik Willis. Let's see here. Let's see here. People say this is a weak quarterback list, but I'd rather take a quarterback. Resetting the money is a big factor. We can't pay Jones that money. No, but you know what the problem is? If he has a somewhat of a successful season, someone's going to give him the cash. And I said this before about Eli Manning. Everyone blasted Eli Manning when he got those contracts, but that's the problem was the contracts were dictated via the marketplace, and that's what they were getting. That's what guys were getting. Let's say who should be held most accountable, Judge, Mayer, or Garrett? We also forgot about Gettleman. I think it should be Mara, Gettleman, Judge, Garrett. I think that's the exact order it needs to be. And if there's one player that Gettleman has drafted since 2018, you can point to and say he's been a huge impact for this team. No. Let me think. All right, let's think. Since 2018, big impact on this team and a guy that he drafted. We'll continue that question later. We're going to take a little break on that question. The amount of value we get for trading picks, we're not going to get. I mean, we have to hope we got to hope that Chicago pick tanks. And any player prefer Riddick over Gem. I know everyone's got this fondness for Riddick, and I don't know. I mean, but honestly, at this point in time, can you sit there and say he would not do any worse? I mean, at this point in time. You are 3rd. Well, congratulations on number 3. That is so fantastic, Mr. Lewis. I think that is wonderful. Hopefully he'll be coming home soon. You never know with hospitals. They kept us an extra night. My son was big. I mean, my wife is small. She's only 4'11", and my son was like 47 pounds when he came out. And he was early. He wasn't 47 pounds. I was joking. But he came almost a month early. And I loved it because the girls at the counter at the hospital, the girls in the maternity ward, the nurses, they loved him because they always said he's a big kid, he's a thick kid. we like holding him because we're not afraid we're going to break him. And I thought to myself, do you really think you're going to break a kid? If the Giants do actually rebuild this offseason, who are we keeping, if anyone? The problem is you got to keep most everyone because you can't waive a lot of people or trade around a lot of people because you moved all your cap space from the last 2 years into one. You can't, you would have if you started getting away from contracts, you would have so much dead cap space, it wouldn't even be funny. I'd rather have a trash quarterback that gets me an overall pick like Haskins than an 8-8. The only problem is I don't even know if Dan Jones can go 8-8. He's got to beat a winning team. Beat a team with a winning record, and then we can talk about some stuff. Thank goodness his name isn't Evan. Yeah, that's true because he would always be dropping the bottle. Hey, here we go. Wait,
You can't.
rock button. Hold on. He would always be dropping the bottle. There we go. But congratulations. Let's see here. What's the nonsense about we can't fire Judge because he's future coaches and GMs will turn away? The GM and HC won't want a chance to coach a guy who has you know what? I can't understand. I saw this too on Twitter. People are like, well, you can't fire a head coach after, because that'll be second head coach after 2 years. If he's not the answer, you get rid of him. You don't keep, if you're doing math and 4 + 4 keeps coming up to being 9, there's a problem, and you have to figure out what the problem is and then fix the problem, because the problem is the two numbers are never going to change. The answer is going to change, and if he's not the answer, get rid of him. Including my stepson, it's 4 kids. Wow. 12, 11. Wow. 12, 13. I thought for a minute you were counting down. So you have 13, 12, 11, and now a newborn. Wow. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I had to count that down for a second. I thought I was misreading it. I was like, wow. Let's see here. What do we got from Mr. Frank here? Can we get rid of Leonard Williams for the No, Leonard Williams, we would have so much dead cap space getting rid of Leonard Williams because all of his money was not in the first year. It's in year 2 and 3. So you would still have that dead cap space. You do have the dead space. Judge lost the fan base and is already losing. I think he's lost a fan base at times. I think he could get him back with some wins. Lucky Charms. Because they're magically delicious. Get it, Lucky Charms. I'm Irish. Sorry. I'm in a mood today. I had such a great day on the bike. It's such an awesome day. Red in the face because I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to go. Well, I didn't want to go back to the in-laws. A couple more days, guys. A couple more days. Next week, we're outie. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. And I have my own room. Got my own big room. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I got a big room. No one on this team believes in Daniel Jones. It's the reason why Kenny was. Well, you know what? And I think it's funny because people say, well, he's not. He was cussing out Jason Garrett. I think he was cussing both of them out. At 1 year old and a newborn simultaneously, it must have been. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's why I had to recount when he said that. I was like 12. I was like, really? Wow. Jones is on track for 4,440. Is he on track or is he on the other track? That and a bag of donuts won't get us a win. Let's see here. Barkley had a big impact in his first year, and that's probably it. Barkley had a big impact in his first year, and we've talked about this before. He had a nice impact because of the fact that Eli Manning understood how to put him in positions to excel by making the line shifts. It shows that Daniel Jones is good. There 4,000 yards. No, there's guys there's ECK. There's guys that rack up a lot of yards, but if you don't get the touchdowns and the and you keep away from the interceptions and the fumbles, it doesn't mean you're good. Do you think the Giants will promote Kevin Abrams if we fire? No, I think they're going to go out. I think they will go outside the house for a GM. And I'm hoping that Tish takes over in regards to the fact that he believes that we could go out and find someone that kind of gets away from the Giant way, the Giant mentality, and kind of brings him into, like, I don't know, 2010, 2011. A quarterback's record is mostly garbage time. But the problem is, ECK, Daniel Jones hasn't beaten a team with a winning record. And going on now, we're in year 3. So beat a team that isn't Washington. Yes, that's all you got to do. What the name my kid Evan Ingram Jr. You'll drop him. Drop it like it's hot. As always, Tim, we love your gotta go at work. I'll watch the rest. Oh, man. Well, you know what? Have a good time. I don't want to say have a good time at work unless it's a fun job. You can have a fun job. Hey, AB, what's going on? Welcome. Jose G. Great. We have to deal with Coda for the next 2-3 years. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let him explain that. Do you think do you think it would be somewhat possible to trade for Watson if we rework his contract? No. The only problem is, like I said, we have right now the projected cap space is $206 million. I think we're right now at my last projected cap was $203 million with 33 players under contract. Like our capologist said, there is going to be some tough decisions that need to be made. If you had Justin Herbert, we're really 2-1. I believe Justin Herbert can score more than 14 points. It's the worst defense. I think Justin Herbert he takes shots. You watch that interception he threw in the Washington game, and he just came right back. It's like there's some quarterbacks that block it out, and some quarterbacks it lingers when they have a turnover. Phil Simms back in the day, man. Early in his career, and I think this was a detriment to his career in the beginning, besides the injuries, he would fester over the interceptions. He would play not to make mistakes. And even Bad Dog pointed out, before in 86, when the offense was tanking, they basically said to him, Parcells pulled him aside and said, listen, just sling it. Just go. You throw 5 interceptions, you throw 5 interceptions. And he, to a great point, what quarterback would ever say that again? I mean, what coach would say it to a quarterback now? Is Tish any better? We don't know. That's the problem. We don't know. Is he any better? We don't know. Barkley played well with Eli because Eli actually knew how to use him. And actually, if you watch when the second season of Barkley, his best games were with Eli Manning under center. And back then, it wasn't really a slight against Daniel Jones because of the fact that he didn't know that he was a rookie, and he did not know the nuances of making his line adjustments to help a player like Barkley. If a team does finish with 3 wins or less, they're making major changes because the media is going to destroy the team. Can you imagine headlines if we're 0-10 around this time? Ooh, if we're 0-10, everyone's getting. If we go 0-10, everyone's getting fired. They may pull a Bob McAdoo or Ben McAdoo. I keep calling Bob McAdoo. I keep thinking of basketball player. They might pull a Ben and just get rid of everyone. This season could be more disastrous. Hope I'm wrong, but don't count. Yeah, I don't think it's. I think we still got a shot. I think we got a shot to put some stuff together, but I'm not sure if this is the game we're going to get something right. We haven't had a good O-line in any of these years. The big hog molly himself. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, the problem is you're right. I mean, you can't keep stressing, the big guys, and then you bring in guys that are crap, and then you let someone like Dalvin Tomlinson walk. Yeah, don't worry though. We signed Isaiah Wilson. Don't worry. We got him. He led the police on a chase at 147 miles an hour. But don't worry, we got him. I love people that were like, I love people that they were like, well, you have to give him a chance. You got to give him another chance. Okay, this is his 3rd chance. He had 1 chance, and then he had another chance, and now it's his chance number 3. And you jump from a balcony to flee the police at Tennessee State when you didn't even go to Tennessee State. You went to Georgia. What the hell are you doing at Tennessee State? Oh, my goodness. LT, what do you think of this?
Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
We're going 0-17. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can't really do that. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, you're right. You got to hit the like button. Okay, I'm never in one of these things that's like, hit the like button, subscribe, do all this. Oh, I do tell you to subscribe, but evidently you got to hit the like button like on the videos because I guess they go up higher in the ranking that way. And leave comments. Leave great comments because I think it goes higher up in the rankings and you get more views. I'm not into views. I'm just shocked that people want to watch. When the next season begins, the Giants' losses won't affect me. Yeah, when the next season begins, I'll be happy about that as well. Thumbs up all around to the new dad. So happy for you. Justin Herbert would be exactly like Daniel Jones without the running. No, I don't think so. I think even if you put Daniel Jones on in Los Angeles, I don't think he would be Justin Herbert. What's up, Nikki? Do you regret not retiring from YouTube after watching his dumpster fire so far? That's a great question. Someone else brought that up to me. And I always say, all the people that sent me nice emails and kind of prodded me to come back and everything else, I'm going to punch you in the back of the head. Because you're right. You brought me back in the dumpster fire. Let's see. I think Jones is playing like Sims did early. But he plays not to make mistakes. Well, the problem with Sims was Sims in 79, 80, and 81. Actually, he had a great start of his rookie year in 79. When the Giants went to the playoffs in 81, the Sims was leading the team before Bruner came in. And he actually was playing extremely well. He had the gunslinger mentality, Sims, but I don't think Jones was playing like Sims. Sims played a lot better. What's up, Lorenzo? Would you go defense or offense in the draft? Can't pass. The problem. What the problem is? Let's see how we progress defensively. I think that's what we need to figure out. You have to see if what's happening right now is a blip on the radar, maybe an aberration with Patrick Graham, or maybe the league has just figured this out and we don't have the talent that we think we do. There could be a little bit in both of both of that. New York basketball has really saved the city from football teams. Both teams are way better than they've been. Yeah, I'm not a Nets fan now. I'm not a Nets fan. Lewis Riddick, the next giant. I don't think they're going to go with Lewis Riddick only because what's funny. If Lewis Riddick did not run his mouth as much about the Giants, in his current gig, he probably would have had a shot. New York City only has a hockey. Didn't the Yankees? Didn't they clinch a playoff spot? Didn't I see that? I think they did. Didn't they? I think they did. Can't wait till the Islander season starts. I'm a Rangers fan. I'm a Rangers guy. All right, guys, in 2 minutes, get ready because we're going to do guess the score because, you know, the last 2 weeks, nobody's got it. And again, we're going to be doing, you pick the score, the winner, the loser, score. If you pick it correctly, we're giving away a 2017 replica New York Giants Super Bowl ring, the Eli Manning ring. We're going to start that in like 2 minutes. So I want to get everyone in. On ESPN, they said Dave Gettleman has had the most draft picks in a 4-year stretch of any GM in the last 40 years. Yeah, and we saw how well that worked out for him. We saw how well that worked. Oh, Saints 50-0. What changes would you make if you were John Mara to get the Giants good again? Oh, changes that like I said, I've said it before, and I mean, I did an entire video of it. I mean, you just got to get rid of everybody. I mean, you have to just start from the top to bottom and just kind of just, kind of flush it out and just go from there. Saints 50. Let's see. Saints 50-0. You never know. It's a possibility if the defense comes up small again. Thank you again, Zachary, for the super chat. Joe Judge, head coach, Bishop Sycamore next year. No, he's going to go to Sister Mary of the Poor. He's giving me an orphanage. 38-7. Is that going to be your score? Well, we already got the scores coming in yet. Guys, I didn't say yet, but go. I guess we're going to go now. Tony Romo was clearly winning under Garrett. So was Dak Prescott. Saints, we're going to go Saints 30, Giants 10. We're going 27-10 Saints. Is anyone going to give us anything? That's today. Let's see. I'm talking about last season. I'm missing some of the things in the chat. What other scores we got going here? What do you think about playing in New Orleans and the crowd? It's going to be rocking, man. The crowd, like I said, they're after everything that happened with them. I mean, it's going to be like after Katrina. It's going to be they're like, and I've said it before. The Giants are going to be going. You have the 12th. You have the 12th man, Seattle. I think on Sunday, Saints are going to have the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th man. It's so hard to predict the exact score. That's why it's a contest. That's why it's a contest. If no one gets it this week, I'm going to have a big prize next week. If nobody gets it this week, I'm going to have a big prize. I don't know what the big prize is going to be yet, but I'm going to have a big prize. Giants should make the playoffs. Yeah, they should have. The Giants should have. Plexico Burris doesn't shoot himself. I think we got 3 Super Bowls. Saints 45-10. Really? Oh, Mike, you're going Saints 45-10. Scott's got Giants 21-17. There we go. We got somebody calling up the Giants there. We need better play calling. I think we also need better execution. I think that's what we need. For real, I'm going 27-10 Saints. Let's see here. Mike, what do you got here, Michael? 30 Giants 33-17. Upset special. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to do this. If you and I don't want you to pick the Giants just because you picked the Giants. If you pick the Giants in an upset special, I'll give you an extra prize. I don't know what the extra prize would be, but I'll toss in an extra prize. But like I said, whoever gets the score right, and if we have multiple people, then we'll do multiple rings. But we're giving away a replica 2007 New York Giants Super Bowl ring. It's the Eli Manning ring. What do we got here? We got 35-17 Saints. Saints. What do we got here? We got 17-13 Saints. DJ will throw 2. Come on, 3 picks and let us down. Come on. Tom Coughlin should return. No, Tom Coughlin's not going to return. Zachary's going to sit here at 23-3 Saints. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Mr. Lewis. Christy Entertainer said if Jones was in Cleveland, he would thrive. And if Mayfield was in the Giants, he would be horrible. I shake my head. Not even Mayfield fan, but I was a scratcher for Chris. You know what the thing is? And I don't like to talk about other people on YouTubes because why would I? Because I'm awesome. I don't agree with that. I think Baker Mayfield would excel with the Giants because Baker Mayfield, I was a huge Baker Mayfield fan when he came out of Oklahoma because he just has this look. They make fun of him because of the goofy commercials and all the crap that he does, but he just has this, it's like we've said before, it's the it factor. And you have this feeling when he comes onto the field, yeah, he'll look bad for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays in a row, but you always feel like he's going to come back and he's just going to rock it somehow. And that's what I think that's what the Giants need. I think that's what Daniel Jones is going to be. All right, we got 37-10 Saints. Let's see. It's funny how Giant fans get consumed by the media. Daniel Jones is a good quarterback. You can tell if you watch the games. So I watch the games. I can't see it yet. What do we got here? We got 21-13 Saints. Daniel Jones will fumble twice. Oh, now we're going to do fumbles and interceptions. Yeah, we did that last week, guys. We got to come up with something new. What do we got here, Nikki? We got 31-21 Saints. Really, guys? Come on. Oh, here we go. John, I can always count on you. Giants 27-20 Saints. We got Alex coming in at 31-17, the Saints. Remember when they were the Aints? If Winston plays, that's what I've said, Blackbird. That's what I've said. That's exactly what I said. If he is Jameis Winston from Tampa, where he couldn't find a pass that he never wanted to throw away, we got a shot. If he's the guy that he was in week 2, we got a chance. If he's a guy we're week 1, forget about it. If Jameis Winston is hot, we're in a lot. We're not going to be in a world of trouble. It shouldn't take this long to fix. Yeah, offensive line takes some time to fix. You also got to get to gel. Now the Jets draft quarterback starting 400. Malik Wilson isn't better. I think Malik Willis is better than Zach Wilson. I didn't like Zach Wilson coming out of college. When they sat there and they pointed out at his pro day how he rolled to the right and threw to the left and dropped a dime into the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Sam Darnold did this. Louis Riddick showed the film of Sam Darnold doing the same thing in a game. Baker has more talent than DJ. Only Giants fan believes. Yeah, he does. And I'm not even like a Baker. Like I said, I was a big fan. I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan now because he's not on our team. Mayfield will be injured on this team. Giants should not have drafted Saquon. Well, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. You don't know. Tim said what Baker can do with a clean pocket is like Tim. I forgot about that. I forgot. This Tim guy is awesome. You should have a YouTube channel. Chris and Daniel Jones throwing 30 touchdowns. Throwing 30 touchdowns this year. I don't know how many's he got now. I mean, I don't think he's got a lot right now. We're out of scores. We got no. There we go. There's Mike. DJ is good if you like red stripe. Yeah, man. I like red stripe. Red striping. I know everyone steals my stuff on the networks. I know they all watch me. I know it. I knew it. Okay, what do we got here? Tish should take power from Mara. I think it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I think it's a good, different direction to go in. I do think that. I predict Joe Judge to waste do a bad challenge. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that bad because it's going to happen. Oops, wait a minute. Chris wishes he has Joe. I wish we had Joe Burrows. I do wish we had Joe Burrows. We got any other scores coming in here? Chris is my guy, but his fandom gets in the way of reality. I think a lot of people's fandom gets in the way of reality. I would have probably predicted the Giants losing the first 3 games, and I did predict them losing the first 3 games, but then I changed my mind because I honestly didn't change my mind for any logical reason. I didn't, and I wish I could have said I changed it for a logical reason. I changed it because I put my fan hat on. Can't convince these Daniel Jones haters. If we change Daniel Jones and he balls out, I can't wait to see what it looks like on your faces. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we don't need to draft Malik Willis. He fumbles the 5th time in the 2. I like Malik Willis. You leave Malik Willis alone. How sick are you of losing, man? It's crazy. Listen, I lived through the 70s. I was a kid through that, but I lived through the 70s, and that was bad. This is getting to the point where it's worse. I'm tired of it. I just want to win. Demarcus Russell had 13 touchdowns, interceptions in his second year. He was a massive bust. Jones had 11. A second. That's, yeah. And he's not the problem. Ooh, I didn't know that. Top 5 big mistakes the Giants made in the past decade. Holding on to Eli Manning too long, not putting the talent around Eli Manning when he still had something left in his career, letting JPP walk, or not letting him walk. That he didn't let him walk. Of course, we trade him, but trading JPP, the Olivier Vernon signing, which we overpaid for, and I would say the allowing of Dave Gettleman to run this franchise. I could probably keep going on and on. Let's see here. I remember he called Baker's leadership nothing special, which, leadership is not leadership. And this is coming from a guy I played. I was never a leader because I was never, I kind of did lead a little bit, but I was never like a Baker Mayfield leader. But leadership can never be underestimated. There's a lot. I mean, there's just some guys you just follow. And that's a fact. And I just don't see and everyone said the same thing. We like Daniel Jones. We like Daniel Jones. No, I don't want someone that, and I've said this 100 times. I don't want a quarterback that's a nice guy. My quarterback can be an asshole if he can read defenses. I don't care. But you know what? A lot of times people follow the asshole. And it's because they have something. Malik Week just is great at the best, but and wait, is that graded by Pro Football Focus? Eli Manning just signed with the Patriots. Yeah, that'd be good. I love Baker's attitude, which he's got this cockiness about him. Alvin Kamara will decide if we win or lose. Yeah, Nikki, he will. I mean, I said this before. Alvin Kamara is going to be more of the X factor. I think I said if he's not really having a great start of the season, but they will lean on him if Jameis Winston starts to tank. Winston starts to turn into Winston. People actually like Jones doesn't fumble probably more. He fumbled he did fumble twice against Atlanta. Everyone overlooks that because he recovered the fumbles. I agree, Tim. I guess you're agreeing with the with my top 5 mistakes. Or top 5 mistakes of the Gettleman regime. You know what the thing is? My top 5 mistakes of the Gettleman regime is keeping Eli Manning when he should have got rid of him after that Washington game. So he kept him 2 years too long. I remember that Washington game. I was there. It was New Year's Eve, and it was -14 on the field, and we were on the field the entire game. You got to go with his first draft class. That is a big bugaboo. And then he also signed that one guy that was here for 1 year. I can't remember his name. Most of Gettleman's moves haven't worked out. I mean, that's the problem. Malik Willis can read the field. You know what the problem with Malik? The biggest issue Malik Willis is going to have is going to have that jump from the pros to Liberty. I mean, from Liberty to the pros. We should send Daniel Jones from the Giants back to Duke. Can we do that? Is that allowed? Can we reverse draft him? You're a clown if you think the Broncos want DJs. You know what the thing is about Teddy Bridgewater, man, for all the slack he got, he did get Minnesota to the playoffs. He plays consistent. He plays well. He plays within himself. It's you know what? I'm using all the coach vernacular to coach speak. We got to play a solid 60 minutes. We have to play within ourselves, and God willing, we'll be able to win this game. But he really does play within himself. Eli Apple's on the Bengals. Yeah, I saw that tackle he made when he threw number 10 down to the ground. Oh my God, how great was it in the Kansas City Chiefs game with that penalty, the pass interference penalty at the end of the game? Who was that guy that had that penalty? DeAndre Baker. DeAndre Baker. I never heard of him. Had a penalty that cost him the game. I have a feeling Taysom Hill is going to cause problems. I do too. And I said this before. I didn't really want to get into that much, but I really did. I do think he's going to have some type of issue. He's going to cause an issue. I really do think that too. How the hell did Dave Gettleman bring the Panthers to the Super Bowl? He got lucky. That one Super Bowl class, he brought in all these when they went 15-1. He brought in all these veterans on these sick contracts, and they all played well for one season. I'm still blue. Giants will be okay. Trust. All right, I trust. Anyone's got any more scores? We got to get the scoring contest here. I got to get up early tomorrow, so I can't stay too late. I got important business tomorrow. I got business on riding the bike. Don't tell the wife. I told her I have a business meeting tomorrow. It's called Harley Davidson Sports Duress 2021. There's only one guy in Pennsylvania right now that has one. Who is it? Oh, that's me. Doesn't even find it weird we gave Isaiah Wilson a third chance, but couldn't give you. You know what's funny? I thought the same thing. You ran DeAndre Baker out of town. People blasted me when I said I wish DeAndre Baker well because of everything that was going on, because you want to give the kid a second chance. And DeAndre Baker has done nothing in the realm of Isaiah Wilson. Nothing in that realm. But you're preaching, we have to build a culture. We have to do this. We have to smash ball football for 60 minutes. Hey, let's give this guy that led the police on a 140-mile chase, has failed the COVID test twice, jumped out of another hotel so he could avoid the cops and all the other problems that he's had. But we're okay though. We're good. What? Malik Willis can't win against top teams? We need a draft man. Malik Willis will win for us. Malik Willis will win. Mark it down right now. We have any other scores for the contest? What's our scores here today? We got any more scores? Andrew Thomas playing a lot. Yeah, Andrew Thomas playing a lot better. I said it before. I do think that ankle injury was the cause of the problem. If you watch him now, that little hop step, that little giddy up I used to call it, it seems to have gone away. He kind of had that in the New England game. I was at that game on the sidelines, so you could kind of see it. Wait, I think this was this the New England game picture behind me? I don't remember which one this was, but he had that little hop, and I do think it was the ankle that was causing the issues. Let's see. You look at the Panthers team. The heart of the team was drafted by the previous G. Plus, he also had Cam Newton when Cam Newton was great. Great point. It is a great point. It's an awesome point about DeAndre Baker. You're preaching culture. You're preaching this. You know, it's funny. You can preach culture all you want in this, but when it comes out of desperation, that's when you run into problems. And that's why I said it reminds me of the old Knicks, not the new Knicks, the old Knicks who would take these former first-round draft choice busts, bring them in, and think they were going to get a different result because they could turn around and reach them. It was found out DeAndre Baker was, well, we don't really know what went on with that. I'm not going to say. Everything is always alleged. Daniel Jones keeps saying he's going to be in your store by the end. I always say they're going to be at Home Depot. People get mad at me when I used to say that. I used to call people I used to call people grocery baggers. And I only call them grocery baggers because that's what Kurt Warner was. Kurt Warner was a grocery bagger after he got waived by the Packers before he went to the Illinois Barnstormers of the AFL. James makes some easy throws look extremely difficult. He makes it look like he doesn't have a natural position. And that's the thing. That's one of the things about Daniel Jones. If you talk about it, he actually makes some throws that you're just like, wow. But then he does some stuff that you're like, what the hell is he doing? Let's see here. Or the person to his right. I don't know. What did I miss? I always have to go back and read the chat. On Sunday, Daniel Jones will carry the team. I hope he does. And you gave us a score. Do we have any other scores? Any other scores? DeAndre Baker wouldn't be playing good here. He will be dropping balls. His name's not Evan Ingram. Any other scores? Even Reese's offensive line looked better. I wouldn't say that. Weston Richburg was a good center. And Justin Pugh was okay of a lineman. I think didn't Justin Richburg just retire? Like a couple days, like beginning of this year. What do we got here from Zach Attack? Isaiah Wilson belongs on the old Raiders and Cowboys that took prom play. The problem is he doesn't play. If I would like to have him, if he was, you could say he's a player, but how many NFL games has he actually been in? That's my question. How many games have been? Tim, when Eli loses, his fault. When Jones loses, you know what you should have wrote, Saeed? Tim, when Eli Manning loses, it's his fault. When Jones loses, it's Eli Manning's fault. You're right. Eli Manning got blasted for everything. Malik Wilson, first round. I could do that. I don't think it would happen, but I would do that. I would do that right away. Can we do that now? Is it possible to do that now? Because I remember the last stream, we were going to build a time machine until we figured to get the money. We were just going to turn around and just bet on the Giants. I bet against the Giants all the time. Mara should sell. No, that's the problem. Mara should. He's got more of the. He's the majority owner, and Tish is never gonna. They're never gonna sign. I mean, the team's worth like $1 billion. If I had a team that was worth $1 billion, I probably and then I still sucked. I would probably still keep the team. Imagine how much they'd be worth if they won. Soft as butter. Yeah, he is. He's not Wellington. He's not Wellington at all. Let's see. They got to get Tony involved. The problem is Tony doesn't know the playbook. If he knew the playbook, he probably would get involved. Trade DJ for Willis. I would trade DJ for Willis. I mean, who's got the Willis pick? I'd trade them right now. Why is American kicking trash cans right instead of talking to the fan base about I am very surprised that Mara did not come on one of the radio shows or somewhere and talk to the fan base. You're right. And I thought he would go on WFAN. I thought he would go somewhere and at least extol the virtues of the Giants and things that we should have done and this and that and how we're going to work this the team. No, I'm actually very surprised about that. I really am. Can I trade Danny Turnovers? Yeah, we could trade him. It's all good. We could trade him. Giants need to cut half of their coaching. Yeah, if they cut half their coaching staff, they'll probably save a lot of money. Because what do we have? 4,968 coaches. Do we have any scores, guys? Any scores? Any more scores for Sunday's game? Because I'm going to wrap this up. Let's see here. Mara's against taunting, but kicks the trash cans and doesn't know the trash cans have feelings too. I laughed because I said Wellington Mara kicking the trash cans with John Mara kicking the trash cans was the hardest hit the Giants had that day. America can't take the heat. No, Mara can't take the heat like his dad did, or it was his grandfather Wellington. I never remember. All right, we're gonna wrap this up in a minute, guys. Why is ownership so scared of all the? You know what? I don't know. I thought I've said that before. How come they don't turn things around and kind of go? I'm not saying go in analytics, but I'm kind of taking more of a 20th century approach to scouting. You ever seen what's the movie Moneyball? When they're in the room and they're all talking about players to replace Giambi and Damon and everyone, and they're like, ugly girlfriend can't hit, low confidence, and that kind of reminds me of the Giants. All right, we're going to take two more. Oh, here we go. We got another score here. Saints 24-17. We're going to go one more minute, and then we're going to close this out, guys. I think we had a nice stream today. We had a good, fun stream. A lot of great comments, man. A lot of great comments. Let's see. Get them too cocky for their own good, considering how bad the team is. It's funny. You have it their own God, but sometimes I think that they do think they have that type of they have a God type complex because they own the Giants. I don't know if that was a Freudian slip, but that's actually very true. No, I did not see Joe Judge's Excel comment. About if Excel could play or whatever, make tackles. If Excel could play, I would give them like number 51. No, not 51. That's Ojolari. I'd give him 52. Well, that's all Peppers. That's Pepper Johnson's number. Okay, I'm going to give him Byron Hunt's number at 57 if he could play. All right. Oh, we got one more. Okay, Saeed, I thought you gave a score 17-13 Saints. Any other scores? We're any other scores? We're going to lock this down, guys. Either it's close win or outright devastation. We'll see. Well, I need a score, man. Give it. Yeah. I don't think they can. It's retired. They retired the number. I need a score. You got to give me a score because you can be the last score. Let's see here. How about 4-3 from the Lions, 39? Oh, my God. How do you punt? How do you punt there? Take a shot with the field goal. Anything. How? And people say, well, we got the ball back. You're playing scared. I would sign Cam Newton. I would. I've said it before. Rodgers would win here, but we're not getting Rodgers. We don't have any cap space. If that's going to be the last comment of the day, I'm going to close that in 2 seconds. So if we have any last-minute scores for the contest, winning the Eli Manning 2007 replica Super Bowl ring. We had a great night. I had a great stream today, guys. I'm not going to have any videos tomorrow because I got a lot going on. But, of course, we will be doing the video. We'll do the stream on Sunday morning from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. New York Giants, Chalk Talk. We'll break down the game a little bit more. We'll also have our normal post-game, either happy post-game or sad post-game. If it's a dumpster fire, we might do a rant stream again. I don't know. I'll have to find out. If it's a win, you know what? If it's a big win, I will commit to this. I will do a live stream after the game that night again like we did last time if it's a big win. One more comment. All right, one more comment. I predict Mike Glenn will have a better QB than Jones. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. That's sad, me. I kind of want. Let's see. Wait a minute. I hit the wrong buttons. Joe's not smart enough to do so. I hit the wrong button. Is it kind of bad? I want to rant. No, it's not kind of bad. It's not bad at all that you want to rant. It's not bad at all. Last week's rant was pretty good. Last week's rant was, it was not on the bad dog level, but last week's rant was pretty. I usually don't watch the videos, but I watched some of that because people left like timestamps of things I said. Because I always tell people I don't know what I say. I record, I do a thumbnail, I upload it, and then I kind of forget about it. And I just love it when people tell me, you know, you said this, you said that, you said this. I'm like, really? I said that? It's like, wow, I seem really smart. Glad you came on tonight. Yeah, I wasn't going to come on, but thank you, Frank. I wasn't going to come on, but I was like, yeah, let me just jump on for an hour, have some fun. I do have to get up early. I got to get up at 5 tomorrow, so I am going to end this now. I hope everyone has a great night. If you get a chance, don't forget if you watch the videos, you have to like, get a comment, because then it does the analytics. And go watch NFL Talk from Across the Pond and Back. That is our new, that's not new, it's an old podcast, but that's my podcast that I do. I'm going to be calm like Tim. Dave Gettleman needs to be fired back. That was funny. that was funny. I think he said that in his video. Someone sent me the clip. Thank you, Zachary. I appreciate that. Hope everyone has a great weekend. It's supposed to be some nice colder weather. I'm honestly not going to be able to get on the bike this weekend. So, but that's all right. Because like I said, we are getting ready to close next week. So yay. We're going to have a whole big room that we're going to build out the online Big Blue Studios for real. I love when people used to say to me, because it's always the trolls and the haters to go, you talk about the online Big Blue Studios. You don't really have one. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. I don't really have them. That's why.
Warning, sarcasm. Warning, sarcasm.
It's called a joke. Be nice. Be nice, Jose G and Scott. Be nice. Be nice. You a coach? Actually, I was a coach. I was a graduate assistant for 1 season. So I guess that makes me the venerable YouTube god. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Hopefully we do get a win. And if we do have a win, well, maybe we'll do a stream. And if we don't, we will do the rant. So I want to say goodnight to everyone. If you got your scores in, that's great. Well, hopefully we'll get a winner this week. If we don't get a winner this week, I think we're going to give away a really big prize the next week. And maybe that prize will build up till we actually get someone to win. Hope everyone has a great weekend. So like I said, we won't be around on Saturday, but we'll definitely see you Sunday. And adios.